enemy. You better watch out if your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me, and he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score, never getting bored. Loves the blood and gold, always wanting more. Freedom from the source, they don't really listen until they feel the force of blood in. If you start shit, you be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped, you be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. There's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. Exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Ango Show. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Man, this is a great weekend for pro wrestling fans. We had TNA Bound for Glory. We had Halloween Havoc. And we're going to talk about it all today. Just a quick question for those who are here live watching. Did YouTube notify you that I was live? Because currently YouTube is undergoing a ton of changes and a lot of things are being tested. A lot of things are being worked on right now. And in the past week or so, it hasn't necessarily been working to notify people, which obviously makes it increasingly frustrated when doing live streams. I know sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And obviously that is why I wanted to ask you guys. So some of you are being alerted, some of you guys aren't. Okay. So yeah, YouTube is still being worked on. It is what it is. Quite frankly, I need them to get their shit together, to be honest. Because yeah, they're just really not. They're kind of dropping the ball. And the thing is, when I do live content, obviously I want everybody to pull up, but if people aren't being notified, it makes it really, really difficult. So that obviously sucks. But nonetheless, I hope you guys are all doing good. I hope you guys all had a great weekend. I know I had a great weekend. I want to kick things off with TNA Bound for Glory. because I was at TNA Bound for Glory. By the way, if you guys have questions or comments that you guys want to guaranteed get read up on the stream, jeez, I can't even talk. If you guys have any questions or comments, you guys want to support the channel, super chats are always helpful. Making sure you guys click like is always great. That is huge. We do have the $5 TTS as well. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, I was at TNA Bound for Glory. Shout out to TNA. The good people at TNA invited me to the press conference, to the event. So I was invited to Bound for Glory. Very, very, very cool. Just like a really, really fun experience, man. Honestly. For one, you know, even though I was invited to the event, I'll tell you guys my honest opinion about it too. I'm not one of those guys. I'm not just going to be like, hey, this is how it was. TNA has always been good to me. Always been good to me. The people there are really cool. I have a couple friends that actually work, that actually work, like they actually wrestle and stuff. So that's always cool. But for me, this was fun, man. I took the whole team out. My girlfriend got to experience wrestling for the first time, which was really dope because I haven't had the chance to take her yet. So finally, she got to see her first wrestling pay-per-view live. Her reactions made everything even better. Like that's the thing about professional wrestling. I think a lot of people, if you don't watch it, you don't get it. But then if you like actually go to the shows and like actually experience it, it's always a fun time. And that's the beauty of TNA is like, I put out a tweet, very little surprises, aside from Wendy Chu, very little WWE involvement. I was really impressed being in Detroit, seeing that arena get filled up. I want to say roughly 3,000 people in attendance, roughly. Could have been more, maybe just a little less, but roughly 3,000. Very good. Hard cam side completely filled up. General admission. Just really good. Really, really good stuff. Really happy to see TNA fill up and like actually like get people in seats. And they didn't have a lot of WWE involvement in this one. So the nice thing about that was the fact that TNA kind of did it on their own. It's not like we had, AJ Styles or whatever it may be, right? You guys kind of get where I'm going with this. So it was really cool. Really cool being there. Really cool seeing so many fans actually being there. I've gone to TNA shows, man, where there was 200 people in attendance. I've gone to TNA shows where there was 800 people in attendance. So TNA Bound for Glory, being there, seeing how many people were there, and really just got to give credit to the Detroit crowd. Really good crowd. I don't know how it appeared on TV, but the TNA Bound for Glory crowd this year was incredible. Incredible. Especially when Joe Hendry made his entrance. I'm not going to talk about the pre-show because I missed it. It was a nightmare getting in. There was so many people trying to get into the venue. We got there an hour early, and I essentially missed everything from the pre-show. So I can't talk about the pre-show because I missed it, but I can share you guys my thoughts on the stuff that I saw. Technically, I didn't miss the entire pre-show. I did see the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. It was fun. Call Your Shot Gauntlet was fun. However, I will say this. I don't think Kazarian should have won the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. I don't think so. And I was telling people around me, I think that was a booking mistake. I know why they did it, especially because of the Joe Hendry-Nick Nemeth match. But I don't think they should have done that. And there is a reason why, and I will explain that. But it was a fun call your shot gauntlet match. It was really cool seeing everybody get in there. There was a couple of great moments, especially with like, you know, like Tasha Steelz coming in or whatever, and Rhino. Like there were some really cool moments. It was really fun watching this match live because there was this really, really cool moment with Top Dollar and Rhino. AJ Francis, bro. AJ Francis is the man. He's the man. He's a great heel. On the flip side of that, you got Rhino, who's this massive, massive, massive baby face. And I thought that was really cool. The amount of love that he was given from Detroit. Obviously, being from Detroit, it was just really cool. Why do I not think Kazarian should have won? Well, let me explain. We get the X Division Championship match between Speedball Mike Bailey and Vikingo. Guys, this is an extraordinary match. If you were there live watching this, you would have freaked the hell out. This isn't a shocker. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is such a great match. I swear to God, I'm watching this live. And I mean, like, I really do believe Speedball is like the worker of the year. I mean, this guy, all he does is wrestle. And all he does is wrestle great, great matches. He beats Vikingo. So why do I tell you guys that Kazarian shouldn't have won the gauntlet match? Guys, Frankie Kazarian is one of the TNA OGs. He was in the gauntlet match in 2006 when they were at the CompuWare Arena in Plymouth, Michigan. Bound for Glory's first pay-per-view outside of the Impact Zone. It was that. So, I feel like Kazarian should be in the X Division Championship picture. Get that belt off of Speedball Mike Bailey. And then do option C. That's what I would have done if I was TNA, but that's not what they were doing. I'll explain that more later. X Division match was great. We had Spitfire versus Wendy Choo and Rosemary. It was an okay match. It wasn't that bad. Wendy Choo got turned on, which I thought was really dope. I don't know what their plan is there, but Rosemary turned on Wendy Choo after they lost. So, I see Trey Lusato says, nah, Kazarian should be world champion. 1,000%! 1,000%, but the way he should do it is by cashing in option C. That's what I would have done. But yeah, the women's tag team match was alright. I think Danny Luna and Jody Threat, like they're good. Like I like they feel like a real team, you know. Danny Luna's a star in the making for sure. Like there's some good that came out of it. It was not a bad match at all. It just wasn't like, how do you follow Vikingo and Speedball? It's hard. It's hard. I think a lot of people missed the. I think a lot of people looked at this match, regardless of what match would have been here, it would have been very hard to follow Speedball and Vikingo. That's just the truth. Steve Macklin versus Josh Alexander. Really, really fun match. I really love this. Loved Steve Macklin refusing to have the zip ties cut off his wrist. Josh Alexander is a great, great heel. I always liked him as a baby face, but I'm loving this heel run. So, I'm excited about it. Alexander defeats Macklin. Crowd was into it. Very good storytelling in the match. You got to remember, when you're there live, you're not listening to commentary. So the fact that you can figure it out by watching the match and understanding what is happening is very, very good. I love that. I was very happy about that. Matt Cardona versus PCO. Yeah, It was fun. I don't like Cardona coming in and like not winning, but that probably has a lot to do with his contract situation too, to be honest. So Mike Santana versus Moose was wild. Very wild. That was a wild ass match. Santana's great, bro. He defeats Moose. When will this guy be given a singles championship belt? I don't know, but TNA, if you're listening, people love Mike Santana. People love Mike Santana. His entrance was lit. Dude does a freaking amazing 450 splash. It was some good shit. Then we get to the triple main event. The first one being Jordynne Grace versus Masha Slamovich. I can't tell you guys how this appeared on TV. I cannot speak for how it appeared on TV. But there was 5 of us sitting together watching this show. All right? This was match of the night. Easily match of the night. For me, I kept saying Jordynne Grace should drop the belt to Masha. It is so incredibly cool seeing Masha Slamovich win that belt. They had an excellent pro wrestling match. An excellent pro wrestling match. Watching it live, really, really good stuff. Like, honestly, really, really impressive. Really impressive. Masha Slamovich's gear, her presence. Dude, they have the best chemistry. I can watch them wrestle all the time. They're just good. Do I think Jordynne Grace is leaving TNA in January? It's a possibility. Honestly, I think it's a pretty strong possibility. But this was... oh, man, this was good. This was good. Really, really good. Just really good stuff. I was happy to see what they did there, man. I was really happy to see what they did there. Then we got the TNA World Championship with Nick Nemeth and Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry came out with a Lose Yourself remix. Shout out to Miguel Angel Lopez. Shout out to you, bro. I read your comment. I see it. Shout out to you, man. You must be a very, very happy person in life. May God bless you. Joe Hendry comes out with a sampled remix version of Lose Yourself. And this was, I mean, from Joe Hendry's entrance to the crowd reactions to Nick Nemeth, all of these things were absolutely incredible. Jet Set says, I have a question. Why did the people in Detroit say fuck Cleveland? Because we don't fuck with Ohio. We got beef with Ohio. It's a Michigan thing. It's just kind of how it is, guys. We don't like University of Ohio. We just don't like Ohio. Michigan and Ohio got beef. I'm not going to lie to you guys, though. I swear to God, I'm going to be honest with you. I really didn't care for this match. I didn't. I really didn't. Joe Hendry not winning is fine. I mean, they're pulling a Cody Rhodes. They're trying to capitalize off this, and that's cool. The whole thing with Kazarian being referee and then trying to cash in the call your shot gauntlet. JBL has an affiliation with Nick Nemeth, but then at the same time, too, he hits a clothesline from hell on Ryan Nemeth. I didn't understand that. I just didn't care for this. I didn't care for it. It was hype. The crowd was lit. I just didn't care for the direction this match went. I personally thought they didn't need to do all the extra stuff. That's how I felt. And then we get Full Metal Mayhem, ABC, The System, and the Hardys. Fucking awesome match, bro. Awesome match. Awesome match. Watching it live. I mean, everything is painted with Jeff Hardy's stuff. You know, I thought that was really cool. I thought it was good. Wasn't match of the night, but it was good. Really loved watching Chris Bay and Ace Austin go out there. Kurt Hawkins did the sickest spear. Nice call back to Adam Copeland, Edge. I liked it. It was sick. Really sick. I like this a lot. I was very pleased with it. Good pay-per-view, man. Very solid. Yeah. Yesterday we had NXT Halloween Havoc. Solid pay-per-view. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. Their TV has been really, really good. I don't know if I could say the same for the pay-per-views. Obafemi, Tony D'Angelo. Yeah, it's good. It's cool. I'm not a big fan of them running that match back for the third time, but it is what it is. And then you guys got the match with Stephanie Vaquer and Roxanne and Cora Jade and Julia. Great stuff, man. Love the way they booked this match. Love the way they did the match. I thought this was excellent. Love the women's division in NXT, and that's what we're going to talk about in just a little bit. Ridge Holland versus Andre Chase in an ambulance match. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. Kalani Jordan dropping the belt to Fallon Henley. I dig it. The match was all right. Trick Williams versus Ethan Page, another match. It was another rematch. It wasn't the match I would have gone with, but this is the problem with NXT. and you guys know I've been saying this a lot on my NXT streams, we have gotten to a point where the TV is excellent, the pay-per-views, sometimes they struggle. And that was pretty evident. I feel like with NXT, they built up this women's division so strong, but the main event title scene isn't. And now you got Bully Ray, Bubba Ray Dudley. You got him in the mix. I don't know. Shout out to D Money. I'm going to give D Money a little bit of a spotlight here. Why would a 60-year-old Bubba Ray Dudley be there? Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I know I talk about wrestling 24/7. My mind is preoccupied. I'm a fucking busy ass dude, so maybe I'm just dumb as fuck. But can somebody let somebody in the chat know that NXT is going to the ECW arena on November, 6th? Huh? Why would Bubba Ray Dudley be there? I don't know, maybe because of NXT 2300? But correct me if I'm wrong, because there's a good chance I could be wrong too. Maybe I don't know a goddamn thing that I'm talking about. Brother, I don't give a fuck if anybody remembers or doesn't remember. I'm telling you flat out, that's why it was happening. They got another show that has ECW involvement. Whether or not you give a fuck about it or not doesn't really matter. That's why Bubba Ray Dudley was there. Whether you like it or not, whether you think it was good or whether you think it was bad, it doesn't really matter, because guess what, homie? Guess what? That's why they did it. Personally, I think NXT television is way better than the NXT pay-per-view that we got yesterday. I'm happy about Zarya. I'm happy about the North American Women's Championship in the sense that Fallon Henley is carrying the belt, because she is somebody who I feel like has long deserved a title reign in NXT. But in my opinion, I didn't feel like the pay-per-view was that great. Nor did I feel like the build to the pay-per-view was that great. That's just my personal and honest opinion. That's it. That's the world we live in, my friends. What's up, Pee-wee? Anyways, I think NXT's pay-per-view was just a little bit off, but I thought the build to it was off. And it goes back to one thing. I love Trick Williams and I love Ethan Page, but I swear to God, they got to start building up that main event men's roster. They have to. They have to. They have to build up that men's main event scene. No reason why the women's main event scene is so stacked and the men's isn't. Shawn Michaels needs to get that fixed. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. And NXT's television on a weekly basis, they do a good job of storytelling. They do a good job, but my common complaint every single week is that. Well, I think that I'm reading the chat. So the thing is, not every pay-per-view is going to be great, obviously. But NXT is like known for just being the most consistent brand. That's it. They're just struggling. I think they struggled to put out a good pay-per-view yesterday. That's it. Not every show is going to be great. And that's what it was. Caddy Ron Ward says, I thought you said WWE ended their partnership with TNA. Where's your sources? Scratching my head. State your facts. Caddy Ron Ward, live on stream. I will Venmo you $1,000 or Cash App or Apple Pay $1,000 if you can show me where I specifically said WWE ended their partnership with TNA. I'll give you $1,000. We're live. Let's make this a fun live stream. Show me where I said they ended their partnership with TNA, and I send you $1,000 through Venmo. And this should be really fucking fun. Let's see it. Let's see it. I can't wait to see it, guys. Come on, Caddy. Come on, Caddy. Where is it at? Someone's got to show me where I said it. I'm curious. Where did I say it? $1,000. Huh. We're going to be here all day. We're going to be here all day. Time is ticking. I'm literally offering $1,000, bro. $1,000. $1,000. SBP, my thoughts are in my latest video. If you check out my latest video, I discussed it. I discussed it in my latest news video. Mike says maybe it was clickbait. Well, let's discuss it. It says TNA WWE partnership plans canceled. What were the plans? The plans were for AJ Styles to get inducted, and WWE canceled those plans. Ah. Caddy Ron Ward, you are disqualified from $1,000 because you couldn't prove that I said it. You came in here with all that heat, brother. But man, you were wrong. Luke Newman dropping $1.99. Shout out to Luke Newman. Thanks for coming to the stream, brother. I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you for the super chat. He says, Jonathan Gresham's contract is up soon. Will he go to WWE? I have no idea. Literally no idea. Creatively in TNA, they got to do something better for him. He's been pretty directionless in TNA. I will say that. D-Money, you're fucking annoying, bro. So we're just going to remove you from this shit. Like, I swear to God, bro. You're in timeout. Whistle blown. Timeout. 86,000 seconds, which is 24 hours. Stephanie is my, yeah, Luke, going back to your super chat. I think Gresham, if he goes to WWE, I don't know what he'll do there. I like him a lot. Maybe him and maybe he and, it's always a possibility that he and Jordan go to WWE. But I do think it is very possible that, you know, he could always be a trainer of some sort. You know, I don't know. I like him though. What up, Titus? What up, Titus? Stephanie and Julia were match of the night. Yeah, I mean, as far as TNA goes, that was. Luke Newman dropping another $1.99. He says Rascals, Hardy Boys, and Lucha Bros in WWE 2025. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm scared of a whole bunch of TNA talent going to WWE. I feel like it's gonna hurt it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt it's gonna hurt TNA a lot. It's gonna hurt TNA a lot. Lucha Bros in WWE is gonna be fire. Especially how we just seen MCMG. Oh yeah. Shout out to Luke Newman. Thank you, bro. Yeah, the Usos are reunited. Life is good. SmackDown was great. I'm excited for Raw. Caddy, I stopped reading your comments because you came in here telling me about how I like lied or some shit. I don't know. I offered you a rack to prove it. Couldn't prove it, brother. Couldn't prove it. You had a chance. You had a chance, but you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it, man. Came in here talking reckless. Luke Newman dropping another $1.99. He says MCMG, new tag champs, and the Usos are reunited. Let's go. It's good, man. It's exciting. I think we're seeing some really good stuff there. We're seeing some really good stuff there. MCMG are great, man. I like the way they're being presented in WWE. Appreciate all those super chats, brother. Thank you. How do I feel about Myron Reed on NXT? I think that'd be pretty cool. I like Myron Reed. I feel like he needs to be signed somewhere long term. So if it's NXT, that would be great. Jonathan Santiago, shout out to you. He says, Ango, can you post your live reaction of Bound for Glory and make a video? You know, it was really cool, man. I didn't record my reactions. In fact, I sat there and watched it and just took it all in. I was the most relaxed I've ever been at a wrestling show. So that was the truth. I just kind of took it all in. I really enjoyed it. I thought that was really fun. I would have definitely. I captured a lot of cool videos. I had a video. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for copyright. But I had some really cool videos of Jeff Hardy, Matt and Jeff Hardy doing their stuff off the ladders. I should probably post some of the stuff on Instagram. If you guys aren't following me at Instagram, it's at AngoPW. I'll probably do that. But TNA was sick, man. TNA was sick. Very, very fun show. Sir from the Six says, say his name and he appears. I believe in Ango. I believe in Ango. What did I think about MCMG winning the tag titles? Sick. I liked it. I thought it was great. Got to get that tag team division on track, brother. David Decker, great question. Any updates on Vikingo and Chris Bay? None right now. Chris Bay appears to have broken his neck at the tapings. I don't know. My heart breaks for the dude. My heart really does break for the dude. OG Bloodline is back, baby. Who do I think is the fourth member? Good question, Darth Bane. Sami Zayn. 1000%. It's happening. Just like I told you guys a long time ago, it's happening. Luke Newman dropping another $1.99. He says, Joe Hendry in the Royal Rumble in 2025. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. And if TNA was smart by Genesis, because they revealed Genesis is coming back, it's not TNA Hard to Kill. They're bringing back Genesis. I think Genesis happens before the Royal Rumble. So if I was them, I put Joe Hendry in the Royal Rumble holding the TNA World Championship. In fact, you should have him shock the world and go top 4. That's what I would do. Appreciate you, Luke. Thank you for all those super chats, man. Thank you so much. Ango, who do you think is facing Dom tonight? They are keeping the former world champion a mystery. I don't know, but I'm super excited to find out tonight. Super excited to find out. I don't know. Watch it be Damian Priest, bro. It's going to be something stupid.
Ronnie Southern super chatted $10. Bound for Glory 2024 was one of the absolute best PPVs of the year in my humble opinion. Everything about it from the start of the pre-show to the main event was captivating and entertaining.
Shout out to Ronnie Southern for the $10. I agree, bro. I agree. I think Bound for Glory 2024 was one of the best of the year. I have a little bit of bias because I've experienced it. I sat there and listened. I was part of the crowd. So I do feel a little bit more biased because I wasn't at Bash in Berlin. I wasn't at some of these other pay-per-views. I wasn't at any of the AEW pay-per-views. So maybe there is a little bit of recency bias there. But I was very happy for TNA. And I want to add to the super chat because SBP commented, I really hope TNA could get a major TV deal that could get them more eyes. TNA has been doing a great job, man. But Anthem, and I love what Anthem is doing, but TV should be live and the quality needs to be improved. Must. AEW and WWE production is levels above TNA. I'm not asking for TNA to be on their same level, but I am asking to see an improvement in their quality. And the way to do that is by getting a better TV deal, getting a TV partner. You know, and it's hard because TNA is owned by Anthem, but so is Access TV. So there's a lot of benefits for them owning the TV channel that they're on. But I do think they need to make that happen. I do. They're going to do a live episode on Thursday, January 23rd. That is correct. And I'm happy for them. I'm glad that they're doing that. That's exciting to see. But at the same time, too, that's where I am a little bit disappointed because I want to see them do it all the time. And I want to see their quality get better. Booking is great. Business decisions seem to be great. But at the same time, too, I think it's really important that they improve their quality. Shout out to Ronnie Southern for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Do I trust William Regal this Tuesday? No. He's going to be in the corner of Lexus King. That's interesting. Thoughts on Rhea versus Raquel happening this Saturday? Leave it off. Do it on a Monday. I don't know if I trust Regal. Regal should be managing his son, though. Regal is so trustworthy. Okay, Luke, I see. It's all good, man. Yeah, Zarya does look badass. %. AEW officially announced Big Boom AJ is going up against QT Marshall on the Full Gear 0 hour. Okay. Interesting. Thoughts on Zarya using the F5? Do it. Nothing wrong with it. Why is QT Marshall wrestling? I don't know. I like QT Marshall, though. I don't know. Tonight's a big episode of Raw, so I will be watching. I'm excited for Raw. We're going to have a lot more to talk about tomorrow. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We're going to end the stream now. We're going to call it a day. I'm going to run and get some more stuff done. Keep in mind, I did upload that news video earlier. There was 4 topics on that video. Pretty big stuff happening in pro wrestling, guys. So make sure you guys check it out. We'll get another news video out today as well. We'll be back live tomorrow. Luke Newman says, he drops $1.99. He says, I can't wait for Final Testament and YS6. That reminds me, hold on. Let me see if I could, Karrion Kross had a really good tweet. So let's just, let's pull this up really quick. Freaking great tweet. So the YS6 tweeted this thing. It's all spelled backwards. Liars often set their own trap. Okay? Killer Cross responds, you're a fucking idiot. I don't know. Karrion Kross got me hyped for this feud, so I'm geeked about that. I thought that was funny. Super excited to see that, Luke. I'm so hyped for it. So excited. I'm glad you reminded me of that because I saw that tweet and I was like, holy shit. Karrion Kross is about to do wonders for this feud. I just hope it leads to something good for Karrion Kross, and I'm curious to see how WWE follows up with it today on Raw. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the love. Thank you for all the chats. Absolutely ecstatic to see you guys. We'll be back tomorrow. It will be fun. A lot to discuss. Tomorrow's stream might go a little bit longer too. Just as a forewarning. So I'm just letting you guys know. But with that being said, I'll see you guys later.